So, today, gamers, I decided to do a little something special on my YouTube channel, something I usually don't do. A video with commentary. I wanted to go over a little bit of how I approach a fighting game. And let me get back to the thing. And, go over the steps I first take when I get into a game, like Guilty Gear XRD sign here. Not everyone approaches this the same way, but you know, what I do is basically on intermediate level, so you're gonna have to take that into consideration when you listen to me banter on about things. So now, basically right here you got a listing of things. You got story mode is sort of like you know, it's like arcade in a way. Then you got like your lobby, your battle, which has got the real arcade mode. Story is just like story. It's heavily story oriented, but like story oriented, I should say. But before I ever get into arcade or the versus or the extra modes of play, I always go through the tutorial. And especially in games like this, like Guilty Gear, because they always introduce new mechanics, new characters, different things, and the upcoming Revelator will no doubt have a new tutorial, you know, for what it's going to be going through and stuff. But anyway, as you can see, the tutorial, I finished it. It's got 50 things to go through, and that's a lot of mechanics to deal with, and that tells you from the start that this game has a lot to it, and that it's going to be more than your basic Street Fighter experience. So you're going to have to really pay attention to details. You got things like your basics, like crouching, standing. They'll go through that basic stuff, you know, like at the beginning, and you go through that really easy. And then you'll get into the Gatling combinations, which is short combos, jump canceling, the intermediate stuff, and all the way into the Roman cancels and, you know, psych burst and different things into the more pro level or top tier style gameplay stuff. Now, to be honest, I don't spend enough time to really implement all of it or use it to its greatest effectiveness. Like some of this stuff, if you've ever played Guilty Gear XRD sign, you'll know that you can win without using everything. It's according to your playstyle, and that's another thing you gotta take into consideration when going into a fighting game. If it offers a lot of different stuff that can be used, but that doesn't have to be used, you gotta weigh the situation. You gotta know how to weigh the situation, and that's where things like training mode come into place, where you can like apply your tactics and do that kind of, you know, training with the CPU or AI computers, you know. And training I usually do not even bother with. I'm not a pro level player. Like, I've got to stress it, I'm intermediate at best. I learn the mechanics, I learn the characters' specials, their moves, their finishers, whatever, and I basically try to figure things out in arcade or whatever. But like here in training, you're free to do as you wish. You know, I'm just tinkering around here, but you can figure out frames and you know, spacing and stuff, and little combos and things. You can even set your meters to max so you don't run out or regenerate or whatever. You can even set the stance of the characters, the CPU, the character-specific settings. That's for pro level stuff right there. That's not how I approach the game, and honestly, the first thing I really do, like I said, I go through tutorial, the game's tutorial that fleshes out all the basic to intermediate stuff. I'm gonna go into tutorial here and show you a little bit of it instead of just bantering on about it. And but a game's tutorial is vital for understanding the game at base level or deeper into it, and all the mechanics and everything. And I highly suggest that's the first thing you do when you go into a fighting game such as this, one that has a lot to it. Even in Street Fighter, I'd say tutorial definitely definitely go into it. See, now that was easy. That's your basic movement. You know, crouching, moving forward, backwards. That's just basic stuff. And then you got your jumps. You know, you jump, double jump, jump, double jump, jump, double jump. And that's easy stuff. Everybody knows that pretty much going into a fighting game. It just tries to ease you into it. And then it goes into your basic attacks, standing, crouching, you know, jumping, standing, crouching, standing, crouching, boom. But yeah, you can get through the basic stuff with these. Some of these games, they'll reward you. They'll give you a trophy or something for your efforts completing, you know, the 50 tutorial, you know, things you got to. And I'll tell you, like, some of these steps will be confusing according to how the game is set up to explain things. Like, some of them, like I'll give this one a credit. This one has the buttons as they actually are. It actually says X button for X, and tells you standing, crouching, like it tells you all that stuff. And but some games will sort of be confusing in their tutorial. The buttons will be like hard or medium, you know, like H for hard or S for strong, you know, just technical lingo that I feel that developers should not do, especially when your controller has different face buttons or different buttons on it that are not reflecting that kind of I don't know, label, I guess I should say. But yeah, tutorial first thing, definitely. If you want to go past the tutorial and do perhaps the challenges, which have let's see, you know, have specific things for specific characters, like, let's see, we'll go here with Elfelt challenges. Some fighting games have extra step, you know, like extra training modes that'll help you get better acquainted with specific characters, with specific situations, and yeah, and like that right there, that's helping you get get familiar with Elfelt's Berry Pine bomb, and it's helping you understand how to use that in a game. So yeah, you know, if you really want to fine-tune your gameplay, you know, like in this game specifically, go past tutorial, spend some time with the challenges, you know, with the character you want to be maining or using as your main go-to character. It's definitely a tool that is needed to progress in your ability to play the game. Now, let's see. And then you got your missions, and this deals with the situations like I was telling you. Like the other ones are basically tied to challenges, are basically tied to character specials, finishers, whatnot. You know, get you familiar with what the character can do. Missions, of course, are situational. They get you, you know, like here, like number 1 is zoning the opponent on the ground. Definitely good tools for getting you familiar with the game, the characters of your choice, mechanics. Try to dash in, long range, interrupted. Okay. I am not understanding this. Whoa! Yeah, I totally haven't done this yet, as you can tell. But yeah, there are different ways of getting in and zoning, and I kind of do not agree with that. Try to dash in. Yeah, some of it forces you to do stuff that is not normally a guy getting in on his zoning character is not gonna just dash forward and try to beat the projectile. You're either gonna jump over it, dash, or you know, yeah. This is that's crap. Nah, that's bull crap right there. Ignore that. Okay, yeah. Guy ain't gonna try to outdash a frickin' that's a joke. Yeah, projectile. But and then you got your training, of course. You got training dummy. You can set it as you like. Different, you know, again, to test your situational awareness, your zoning tactics, your approach to specific characters versus you know, specific characters. Definitely fine tuning. And after that, I tend to go to the arcade mode, you know, just for a quick playthrough, just to apply what I've learned, you know, to it, you know, to see if I can apply what I've learned to a AI. And I tend to set it at the lowest difficulty at start, not lowest, but like at normal, and then move up gradually in difficulty to get better at it and to be better prepared for what you're going to face online. But I'll get to that in a second. I'm going to upload this video and then get back to it and continue what I'm talking about, play some arcade for you guys. So yeah, sorry for that being menu mostly explanations, but this is basically my commentary telling you what it is that I do when I first get into a fighting game like Guilty Gear. So